Alright, this video is going to be about what I do when I first get a tractor home after buying it. One of the first things I like to do is give it a full tune-up. That means new plug wires, plugs, points, condenser, and a new coil sometimes. Just because in there I know what I'm starting with. I know it's got fresh oil in it. Also, I at least like to take apart the carb, just to make sure it's clean and good. Put a new sediment bowl underneath it, because when I bought this H, it would only run with the choke on part way. It only run decent because it was starving for fuel, because the sediment bowl was plugged up with gunk, rust, whatever was in the tank. And I went through, and when I got it running and everything, rebuilt the carb, changed out the sediment bowl, kind of cleaned up the tank a little bit. And now it don't need the carb sitting on choke all the time. So like I said, the plugs, points, condenser, wires. That way there I know what I got, what I'm starting with right off the bat. Another thing too is the rear end oil. The rear end oil is often neglected, overlooked, however you want to say it. Because when I drain the oil out of this thing, I got a couple gallons of water, which is to be expected because it sat outside quite a bit. But then you come over here to the F12, you get stuff that looks kind of like brownie batter, which I got a video of that when I drained it, so I'll put that in here. And then also, I was helping a friend of mine change the oil in his dad's M, and nothing but water came out of that. And they never checked it, they never added to it, nothing. And they had the tractor for 25 years or so. As soon as I saw what was coming out of there, I told them that rear end's only saving grace was that they didn't use it heavily. They just used it here and there for odd jobs. And so gotta change all the fluids, filters, and then check the antifreeze too, especially in the northern climates like where I'm at. I like to make sure that the antifreeze is good to at least -30, if not more than. So, because we've had quite a few times where we've had mid-20s for highs. So basically it's just, like I said, give it a good tune-up. Make sure you got good fluids in them. And then also the wiring too. I've gone through and I've rewired pretty much every tractor I got to make sure I got good connections everywhere, because when I bought that M over there, when they converted it to 12 volt, they just used one of them ballast resistors on the coil, and it kept making the battery get a bad cell in it. So once I got rid of that, I haven't had a problem with the battery until just this past winter. I had to jump it once. And that battery's been in there for 10, 11 years now. So before winter this year, I'll get a new battery put in there. Then also, don't forget about the air cleaner cup, especially on the oil bath air cleaners. Pull them off, dump them out, clean them up, make sure they're good. So, I think that might be it. So, until next time.